What is up, guys? Slash Daddy here. Welcome back to another video, finally. Oh boy, it has been like forever. Gosh. I got a big story to tell about, where I've been, what I've been up to, and, why I've been gone. But we'll get to that in a minute. The video you're actually watching, the gameplay, is me rocking the MR6, no attachments, with like a boatload of perks. And that's about it. I actually got a really cool looking camouflage, the Storm camouflage. It's like an epic camo. It is really cool. It's like, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it's like thunder and lightning and rain and stuff. Really cool. I enjoy it. It's actually a 42 and 26 game against a game of pretty good guys. But I really just flanked them a lot, and I cut out all the times where I, died, really stupidly and stuff. Just kind of to shorten the video a little bit. But yeah, that's basically what you guys are watching right now. So let's get into the bulk of this video, why I've been gone and where I've been. Oh yeah, I'm using Rejack too. Don't hate me for that, but I just kind of, it's like a fun thing to use every once in a while. So yeah, I enjoy using it sometimes. But yeah, the bulk of this video. So a couple months ago, right around the time where I kind of stopped making videos, was around the time when my computer kind of went kaput, or whatever you want to call it. It died out. So I thought. We'll get to that in a minute. So basically what would happen is I'd press the power button and I would try to power it on, but it would like go into this random boot sequence of restart the boot, and basically couldn't even get to the sign-in screen or whatever. Couldn't get to the main screen of Windows. So I call tech support, call my warranty people, and they say, oh, you're out of warranty. And I'm like, oh, great. So they don't really help me much. After you're out of warranty, no one really cares. That's why it's probably usually good to buy extra warranty, in my opinion. But yeah, so I was out of warranty there, so I was like, okay, what am I going to do? So I kind of take the skills I've learned from, computers in the past, and I open it up and I'm like, let's see what I can do. I check all the components, everything seems plugged in alright to my knowledge. So obviously nothing there that I could use or change to fix it. A couple weeks go by, I kind of forget about it, school and life get in the way, and I decide, okay, I want to start making videos again. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I haven't made a video. I'm going to take it into Geek Squad. So go into Geek Squad and I buy their 1 year 24/7 support stuff, which like they'll do basically whatever you want for like $200 a year, which is kind of a good service, but we'll get into the reasons why I don't really believe in it anymore in a couple minutes. So I give him my computer and I'm like, okay, just call me or text me whenever you have figured out what's wrong or whatever. I don't even know, whenever something is hopefully good. And they're like, okay. And I write on this piece of paper like when and when not to call me, because it's like, I'm in school certain times, and I'm like, yeah, don't call me from 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. And they're like, okay. So the next day they call me at noon on a like Wednesday or whatever. I'm like, okay, great. So I call them back, and they finally tell me what's wrong. They say, yeah, your motherboard is like fried. It's like zapped out or whatever. There was some electrical explosion or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I didn't see that, but I guess you guys are the professionals and I'm the novice or whatever. So I'm like, great. I got to spend like $300 on a new motherboard or whatever. So then basically at that moment I decide, my computer's old or aging, and stuff's going kind of out of date. So I'm going to just save my money and build a new one, which didn't really turn out how I expected it to. But yeah, so what I ended up doing is just, kind of, letting it collect dust for, a couple more weeks or whatever. At this whole time I wasn't able to make a video because that's like my only way. All my editing and stuff is on the computer that broke. So I was kind of, out of luck. So my mom, she comes to me and she says, hey, there's this guy at her work, that fixes computers. And I was like, oh, I already had it checked out by this, Geek Squad. And she was like, yeah, but just check it out. And I was like, okay. So I give it to him. He's like, yeah, I'll figure out what's wrong for free. And like a day later, or not even a day later, like a couple hours later, he like calls my mom, and he's like, your son's computer is fine. There was something that was not plugged in right, like way under like where the motherboard is, or something wasn't sitting right or whatever. And basically it was like a quick fix, and that was it. So I canceled my membership with Geek Squad because they're dumbasses, as we've seen. And basically I'm just going to do all my work with him from now on, because he's, obviously very cheap. Can't get much cheaper than free. And he's smart. He knew exactly how to fix it and exactly what to do. I did end up paying him about like $100 just because I was like, yeah, thank you so much. This is like not nearly as much as I'd pay for a new computer, so thank you very much. And here I am with my new computer. Well, actually my old computer, I guess you could say. But the funny thing is, this all happened like I got my new computer, I think the 23rd, and obviously that's like 2 days before Christmas. My parents were like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? Before knowing that my computer was fixed or fixable. And I was like, yeah, I want an iMac, because I'm kind of interested in pursuing like more professional editing and stuff, for like, short films and stuff like that. So, Mac is the professional, computer and stuff to do that with. So right now I'm sitting at my desk with an iMac and my old computer. So I'm kind of like dual monitoring them, but it's like two computers, so I like switch back and forth, which is kind of fun, honestly. But it's kind of weird at the same time. That's about it for that. It's just kind of like, I don't know if you'd call it irony, but it's just like, yeah, I guess you could call it irony. It's like, somehow it's like ironic that in that way, like it was fine all along, and I just didn't fix it right, or whatever. They didn't fix it right, which I don't know how they couldn't. It's kind of their job. So yeah, don't use Geek Squad. Figure out someone else who's actually intellectual to fix your computer. That's about all I can say on that behalf. I'm back making videos. I'm gonna be transitioning from Sony Vegas to Final Cut. So if things kind of look different, that's probably why. Just because it's like I'm learning it all again on a new system. This part right here was really cool. I kind of had that acrobatic, flip through the air, but that's really not the point of this video. It's just a fantastic gameplay that I got that I'm really proud of. Yeah, I'm really pushing for the Nomad gear. I really like how his stuff looks. So yeah, expect a lot of videos coming, like daily probably, maybe 1 or 2 a day. I guess we'll actually have to see about that, but I'm back up and running, and hopefully here to stay. So yeah, this is about the end of the video. The gameplay is running down. We really should have played more aggressive, like offensively, instead of just slaying, kind of doing our own thing. But yeah, there's the end of the game, 42-26. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.